y'all, it's me, Fletch, back at it again with yet another story time that you already know because I'm the baddest. What? The baddest trans bitch on YouTube, and that is of the Curious Darling. Cause I thought it was over. Got me thinking my feelings over. Then you doing it over and over. You keep calling me back. Alright, y'all, so this story time is going to be a little different. Hopefully I don't be crying and stuff, y'all, because but it's gonna be a little different because like this is something that I want a lot of my younger trans girls, gay boys, people who are sexually active, whatever the case may be. I want y'all to understand that you don't need enhancements in order to have a good time. Because y'all, this was probably one of the most scariest experiences in my life. Granted, I had fun, but the lesson I learned afterwards, oh my goodness. So let's get right into the story time. So this story time takes place, I want to say Monday at night. Well, Monday night going into Tuesday morning. What the fuck is something going on in that water, girl? I guess it's a squirrel playing in the water, but that's neither here nor there, girl. This story time takes place on Monday, you guys. It was Monday night when it's Tuesday morning. I had just got off work Monday afternoon, and y'all already know that I do like inventory and things like that, right? So I was sitting in the house, I was bored, didn't have anything to do. I was doing my little daily scroll up on Plenty of Fish, up on Tag, up on my Grinder app, up on Jacked, all this shit, right? And I was just trying to see, like, who the fuck wanted to chit-chat with a bad bitch, like, because I was bored, like, girl, like, come on now, the boys, they be hollering, they be trying to see what's going on with your girl. So I ended up going on Grinder, y'all, and if y'all don't know what Grinder is, a lot of the girls know what Grinder is, and a lot of the boys know what Grinder is, but a lot of the straight people don't. And Grinder is basically just a little quick app where it's like you basically get on there to fuck people for free. And I've said this before, like, if y'all know me, well, y'all don't know me, but if y'all rush me, what am I trying to say? If y'all have watched my videos before, then y'all know, like, exactly what these apps are and what these apps mean. But if you don't, then, like, now you know, girl. So that's basically what it was for. So I'm on there, I'm seeing a couple of guys that I think are cute, a couple of faceless profiles. Y'all know I don't have a problem with faceless profiles as long as you send me a picture before you try to say you want to link up. Because if you want to link up with me and I ask you for a picture and you tell me no, what do I always say, y'all? It ain't fucking happening, girl. It's not going to happen. So I ended up chatting with this boy, and I've actually known this boy for about, like, give or take, I've really known him for about, like, I want to say, like, a year and a half, maybe two, just about, but we didn't link up until, like, recently. And I linked up with him, I want to say last year, and it wasn't, like, an enjoyable year. Like, it wasn't an enjoyable year for me. Like, everything was going so bad for me, y'all. Like, it was so much going wrong for me that year. Like, everything was so bad, so I was in, like, the worst headspace there is. And him wanted to link up with me. It was cool, whatever, but it wasn't the best link up because, like, he basically, like, wanted to give me, like, some stick, right? And he gave it to me, and it was kind of like, ugh. Like, it was really, like, whack. It was lame. It was trash. In my own personal opinion, it was horrid. So, I really want to link up with him like that. He had a badass attitude. He definitely, like, is very sarcastic, smart alecky. Like, he's not nice at all. Very fucking rude. Like, not my cup of tea at all. Mind y'all, I blocked him way before I saw him speaking to me again. So let me, okay. I know I just threw y'all off. Okay. So let me call him. Okay. Let's call this boy Chester. Okay. So I met Chester back in 2023 up on the same app. We linked up. The link up was trash. I did not like his energy was off. He had a very nasty ass attitude, very rude, very like condescending, very like, he just wasn't my cup of tea, and I wasn't fucking with him. So I ended up blocking him after he left. He's talking about you want to delete that video that we made together because we were supposed to make some content together. And I told him, like, boo, I was not going to post this video any fucking way. Like, what are you talking about, boo? It was going to get deleted as soon as you left. Matter of fact, we got to delete it while you're here. Boo, I don't care. So, girl, that is what happened with him, okay? Fast forward, right? So now moving on to this year, right? So Monday, I ended up seeing him texting me, right? And mind y'all, we've been having like cute little conversations every now and again. Me and Chester had some cute little conversations. And we never really linked up because I already told him like I was not interested in linking up with you anymore because like I didn't like the way that you like moved about the situation. Like I didn't like the way your attitude was, I didn't like the way you were talking to me. I didn't like the way that you were like, I didn't like you. I did not like you. Okay? I didn't. I saw that he texted me, and y'all, this man has been texting me like back to back to back to back to back to back to back, right? And I mean, he would be texting me like 5, 10, 15 different times, right? And like a give or take 2-3 hour time span. And I'm like, friend, like if you don't get the memo of me not wanting to talk to you, I don't understand why you keep on texting me if you clearly see that I'm not responding. Like, it's kind of crazy, but some people just don't know how to read the room. I ended up finally giving Chester the time of day. And I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, hey, you know what you doing tonight? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just going to be chilling in the house, bored with my feet, watching ridiculousness with who? The damn cat, bitch, you already know. And I very much so was a little drunk, girl. Like, not too drunk, but I was a little drunk. I had just got paid the week before on Wednesday, and I had a pretty big check that week. That was the same week that I went and I got my hair done for the first time. I got my nails done like this. Like, all of that stuff happened within the same week, right? So, girl, I told him, like, you know, if you're not doing anything, if you would like to, we can hang out, we can link up. Like, it's really like up to you if you would like to. I genuinely do not care, because I really don't like you like that. I said, I don't know what the issue was last time we first linked up, but, and y'all, I'm so mad because I deleted. Well, first of all, I don't even think Grindr's gonna allow you to take screenshots of messages anyway, because if it allowed me to take screenshots of the messages, then I'll put them in here, but I don't think it allowed me to do it because I deleted the messages and I blocked him up on there, and I also blocked him on my main phone and deleted our messages up on here too. Cause girl, like, y'all gonna figure out why. Just just figure it out. Okay. So, girl, now he was like, yeah, like I'm up to linking up with you, like if that's okay. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. So, Fran ended up, you know, asking me like what my addy was, whatever the case may be. And of course I sent Fran my address. Girl, I don't know if it was a bug that was just on this light or what it was, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I sent him my address, and then Fran was like, okay, I'll be on my way. I'm gonna be on my way in around like give or take 15 minutes. I should be on the way in 15 minutes. I said, okay, cool. What is going on with my hair? Like, don't it look like, okay, because it kind of looked like my hair is like sticking out like this on this side and flat on this side, but it's not doing that. I think it's just because of the lighting out here. I'm not too sure. So, y'all, it is so hard for me to tell this story time. It is really hard for me to tell this story time. But anyway, so Fran let me know that he's going to be on his way in 15 minutes. I said, okay, cool, great, period. So I'm sitting in the house, you know, I done went and got into the bathroom, got myself together. You already know I done got myself all cleaned out, douched out, whatever the case may be. Done nared this body down, honey, ball, girl, you know what it be like. So I got my cute little perfume, sprayed a little perfume on, girl. I done brushed my little hair, I got my hair looking real cute. But of course, like, you know, I'm finna get down to business, so I had to wrap my hair up and take off my earrings, because, like, girl, who finna get their hair messed up? Not me. So I had on this cute little, like, long red tight dress, tight fitted dress, but that was before he told me he was outside. So when he told me that he was outside and he was pulling up, right, I was trying to get him to get over here before my mama had got off work, but he ended up like taking all fucking day, and he didn't pull up until she got here. So he was parked in the driveway. When I walked outside, she was pulling up, so he was parked in the driveway. So I told him to get on out the driveway and like park along the side. So mama, she gonna stop me and ask me questions like, who is that? Like, you know, what's going on? Like, you know, you finna go over to somebody's house? I'm like, yes, girl, I am. Blah, 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 whatever, right? Okay, cool, cute, period. Now, a friend told me that he had to, first of all, he was asking me like, you know, am I gonna be able to come inside, or am I gonna have to like find somewhere else to go, or like what's gonna happen? I'm like, well, you're gonna be able to come inside, you'll just have to come in through my window if that's okay with you. So he was like, yeah, like that's fine with me. He was like, so can I come in now? I said no, like my mama, she just went in the house, like boo, you cannot come in right now, like people are still awake, like they're gonna know that you're in the house. Like, why would you come in right now and then be looking at me because my name is Restoff and you've been spotted? Like, girl, no, wait your damn turn, bitch, and then you'll be able to come inside the house. So we're sitting in the car, we chit-chatting a little bit. I told him like, if you wanted to take some shots with me, we could take some shots in the car. So then he was like, so am I coming in or no? Bitch, didn't I just fucking tell you that your ass is gonna come in the house when everybody else goes the fuck to sleep? Did you not comprehend that? Or like, are you trying not to comprehend it? Like, what are you doing? We're sitting in the car, and then friend's like, oh, you know, I kind of got to take, you know, a SHIT, you got to poop. I'm like, oh, okay, well, like, why didn't you poop before you came up over here? Like, what sense does it make for you to come all the way over here knowing that you had to poop rather than pooping at the house and then coming up over here? Like, it's kind of stupid. So friend was like, you know, I didn't know how long it was going to take you to be ready, and then on top of that, I was already in the area. I said, okay, well, you know what, that makes sense. That's fine, whatever. So he was like, can I come inside the house and poop? Bitch, didn't I? Like, you're really you're starting to piss me off because you keep on asking me the same fucking thing I just gave you an answer to like 3 different fucking times. Do not piss me off. I done told you, you cannot come in the house right now because people are still awake. Like, girl, what? So then friend's like, well, let me pull up to one of these gas stations and use the bathroom there. I said, okay, cool, fine, whatever. So he pulls on up to this gas station, y'all. And I'm leaving out details for a reason because, like, you never know who the fuck watches you, and you never know, like, people know where I live, and I just don't be having time for the bullshit. Cause, girl, I just don't be having time for the bullshit. Okay, so girlfriend goes to the little gas station, uses the bathroom, my damn phone dies, womp womp. So he's like, oh, did you check your grinder? I'm like, no, I didn't. He was like, oh, well, I had texted you something. So of course, like, when our phone finally charged, when I got home and we went into the house, because now we're getting into the actual part of the story, then I was able to see what he texted me. He was just asking me, like, what are the plans for tonight? Like, what's going on? Like, what do you think we're gonna do? Blah blah blah. In my mind, I was like, you know what? I've linked with him before, and it was very, like, garbage. So I don't know if he's versed or not, but I'm willing to try to test the waters and see what he's going to allow me to do, because I am, like, so, like, I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know if I'm becoming more masculine. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but I'm really becoming so disinterested in, like, bottoming, y'all. I'm becoming so disinterested in that. It's just too much fucking work to do somebody the last 15 minutes and then boom. Like, it's just so lame. It's so lame. So that's what I was thinking in my head. And then I was thinking in my head, also, I wanted to give him another shot of, like, giving me the bob, because, like, last time was probably trash because I was, like, irritated. This time it may be a little bit better because I'm in better spirits and I'm not, like, irritated or annoyed with him. So I was like, okay, you know what? That's what I have in my mind. That's my game plan. That's what I want to go down. So, we get on out the car, girl. We walk on through the backyard, of course, girl, and we would jump on into my window. We jump on in, friends sitting down up on the little bed, girl, we chit-chat, we talking a little bit, girl, and then, like, he gets to, like, licking on my little boobs and whatnot, girl. So, he's sucking on my nipples and stuff like that, girl. Everything's going great, everything's feeling good. He actually has very, very, very soft, big, juicy, beautiful lips, like, very gorgeous lips, very, very, very beautiful lips. And also, the reason why I mentioned that I wanted to try to, like, top him was because he had sent me some risque pictures up on Grindr of him with a dildo in his, so I'm like, okay, so he's done this before, he's used to this, like, he's had this happen. Maybe he just uses the toys and maybe he want to try it out, like, for the first time with the real thing. So we can go on and try to see if we can get something in motion, so I just wanted to try to test the motion of the ocean and see what these oars was giving. So girl, like, we done did, like, a little 1, 2, 3, 4, of course, like, I done got myself more and more drunk. Like, I'm drinking this thing of, what is this shit called? I'm asking y'all, like, y'all hoes know. Like, I'm not calling y'all hoes, like, let me pardon my French, but I'm asking y'all, like, y'all know. Alright, girl, why is it like they popping a bag of popcorn in the microwave? Like, girl, what is going on with this Mustang? But anyway, so y'all, I got to, like, giving him a cute little 1, 2, 3, 4, showing out a little bit, because, I mean, not to, like, put y'all in friend business, but friend had a pretty, it was pretty, it was nice, it was thick, it was long, it had a cute little curve to it. So I was like, you know what, let me go and see what this tastes like, because I don't think I serviced him last time. So this time I wanted to kind of, like, I wanted to actually, like, show the fuck out. Like, I wanted to show the fuck out. So girl, like, I'm doing this man and I'm pleasing him, girl. His moans are just so sexy, so beautiful, all this stuff. And we're taking shots in the midst of us, like, doing other things. So girl, I get to, like, kind of, like, kiss him on his areolas, girl. Like, that's turning him on. Like, his friend is starting to leak from the fountain of youth, and it's just it's a whole bunch of, girl, it's a whole bunch of everything going up in this little session, girl. Everything is just going great, girl. Friend told me to spin around real quick. I spun around. He even got some munching on my little booty me, girl. I done told friend to spin around. He done spun around, girl. I got some munching on his booty me. He had a nice, like, he had a nice butt, y'all. Like, he had a very nice, like, athletic butt, but it was, like, smooth. He was, like, he had, like, a different type of skin tone. To be quite frank with y'all, he was more, like, red than he was, like, brown. Like, he looked kind of like copper-ish. Like, he literally looked like he was the shade of copper, and it was just so different. Like, I don't know if he's, like, mixed with, like, Native American or something of that sort, but he definitely had a different shade of skin tone that I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen that before, and I'm having a good time doing that. So then Fran, like, he gets down on his little hands and knees a little bit, and he gets, like, kind of, like, giving me a little bit of some bop, right? Doing a pretty good job. He's pretty good at what he does. So now, y'all are like, what the hell is going on? Like, okay, what's the point of this story time? We're here. So, Fran goes to his little pajama pants that he had took off that was sitting on the floor, and then he reaches in his pocket, And he takes out this thing of foil, right? Takes out this thing of foil, opens up this foil, and then he snorts something. I was like, huh. I'm like, what's that? So then friend's like, oh, these are some, I'm not going to say what it is, but just know it was something, right? It was something. And I was like, oh, okay. So like, like what does that do? Because, I've never like done nothing like that before. I don't do things like that. Like the only thing that I do is, and whoop, that's the only thing that I do. I take swigs and hit twigs, but it's the only thing that I do. So I didn't know anything about like what you were what that was and what you were doing. So he was like, oh, this is something that's gonna like, it's gonna turn you up real bad. Like it's gonna make you like act real like freaky. Like, have you ever tried like, put in like, something, what can I say? Okay, have you ever tried putting an ibuprofen up your butt? And that's not what I mean, but have you ever tried putting an ibuprofen up your butt before? I'm like, no, I've never done that before. Like, that's not something that I would ever try because, like, I think that's kind of, like, strange. Because, like, why would you do that? That's a little weird, but whatever. He was like, oh, like, it's supposed to make you, like, more freaky. It's supposed to, like, relax you. Like, it's supposed to help you, like, faster. And it's supposed to, like, help back there feel better when, like, somebody is whoop, whoop, whoop. I said, oh, okay, you know what? I want to see what you're talking about because I've tried things like that before, but they've never worked for me. Like I've tried honey pack things. Those never worked for me. I've tried both of those things before. They don't work for me. Like none of that stuff works for me because I just don't think I need it. And I don't think it's necessary for me to have it, if that makes sense, because I feel like my body functions perfectly without all those extra additives. Minus the liquor and the weed. Oh, well, I can't say that, but I feel like my body functions perfectly fine during sexy time without all the extra stuff, right? So I was like, you know what? New experiences. I'm feeling drunk. I'm feeling risky. I'm feeling risque. I'm feeling frisky. I want to try some new shit. Let me see what's going to happen if I decide to go ahead on and go with his idea of putting whatever this substance may be inside of my butt. Okay? So, uh-oh. I get on my little hands and knees, right? I get in doggy style, whatever the case may be, girl. And, I got my little booty arched up to the moon, girl. I got my little cheeks pressed, my little hole can be open, girl. And then Fred, like, takes whatever that stuff is, and then he pours it, like, inside of my butt, right? So once he did that, he was like, it's gonna burn a little bit. I was like, oh, okay. So he poured it up in there, girl. It had like a little sting to it. I was like, whatever. Like, it's not that I've never felt before. Because, like, when you use certain lubes make, like, your butthole burn. So that wasn't nothing I was, like, not familiar with. So I was like, oh, okay, like, cool, whatever. Like, that's fine, whatever. So as soon as he put that up in there, y'all, it just felt like I, like, relaxed, like, so fast. It was like y'all see me talking right now. I'm like, oh, they just said, silence. And I could feel like the little what is it called, girl? The prostate, I think it's the fuck you call it. I'm trying to use professional. What the hell is this? Oh, it's fine. Hold on. Feel my prostate starting to like throb a little bit, but like not throb because it's in pain, but throb because it's like it's being stimulated by something maybe. I don't know. So I'm feeling that, girl. And then like it's just like it went from 0 to 100 so quick, y'all. I mean, like everything in the room started to spin, like everything was spinning. I got hot. I could feel my heart beating. I could feel my bones cracking in my fingers. I could feel like the blood moving through my body, you guys. Like my eyebrows kept on raising like this. Like I kept feeling my eyebrows do like this. My eyes kept on doing like this every 5 minutes, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are my eyes doing this? Like, this is what it kept doing. I'm like, what is going on? So, girl, I'm sitting there, girl, Freddie's like, okay, so what would you like to do? I was like, well, I would like to, UCK you. He was like, okay, cool. He's like, do you have like a douche or something like that I could use? I'm like, yeah, I got one. So then I gave friend a little douche thing, right? So he goes to the bathroom, he starts douching himself out, everything's like cool or whatever. I walk in there with him because like we kind of like, I don't know what it is. I guess we kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't say we're close because we're not, but I think we're just comfortable with one another. I have no idea. But I was in the bathroom with him while he was douching out and stuff, and he was like, well, normally, I don't douche out with people in the bathroom with me. I was like, oh, well, I can get out if you would like me to get out. He was like, no, like, you're fine. You can stay up in here. I said, okay, cool. So, I mean, he done douche out and stuff like that, right? So then he was like, I'm finna go ahead and go up in a room. And I said, okay, cool. I said, well, I'm finna go ahead and I'm finna douche out myself just to make sure that everything's, like, cleaned out and everything's good. And then I'll meet you in the room. He said, okay, cool. So I'm in the bathroom. I'm douching myself out and whatnot, girl. I don't know if me douching this stuff out amplified it even more. I don't know if, like, I douched some of that stuff out, like I sprayed it out or whatever happened, but it's like it went further up, I'm assuming, because like it just, everything amplified, y'all. When I say everything amplified, it amplified so bad, y'all. Like my vision became blurry, like my heart was beating so fast, y'all. Like I could hear like the air in the house, y'all. So I was thinking like in my head, oh, okay, maybe it's supposed to feel like that, you know, because in my head I'm like, oh, this kind of just feels like, you know, some lube or something like that. Like it doesn't feel like anything, it just feels like lube. It feels like I just put lube like up my, you know. So then I was like, got the little adult playtime toy, and I got to like, you know, helping myself out, you know, opening myself up, you know, because around this point I'm ready to like get some, you know, okay. So girl, I done help myself out, you know, I open myself up, girl. So I'm walking on back in the room, girl. Friend's laying down on the bed, you know, he's kind of like, you know, working himself out or whatever, girl. And I'm seeing friend like he's just so beautiful, like he was looking so beautiful. Mind y'all, this is what I'm saying in the moment, like out loud to him. He looks so beautiful, right? So girl, I'm working myself out, girl, and I'm just like, you look so beautiful, you look so beautiful, you look so beautiful, right? So then like I walk over there, you know, and then I get on the bed, girl. Friend slides his little self up in me, and girl, he gets like, you know, beating my back end, right? So he's beating my back end, girl. Everything's feeling good. Like when I say friend is like really like stroking me down. I don't know what was going on the first time, but this time everything felt way better than it did the first time, right? So he's stroking me down, girl. Like, you know, my friend back there, you know, she's got like some little macaroni sounds going on, girl. Like she's like, you know, lathering up, whatever the case may be, looking like some conditioner, you know, coming out my. So all right, now after that we done changed positions, girl. So then friends like, you want to shoot some content? I was like, yeah, we can make some content together. So I get my little phone, girl, and of course, like, you know, I'm recording on my phone, he's recording on his phone, and his phone, oh Jesus, his phone is on my dresser and mine is on my little nightstand that's right beside my bed. So girl, we record this cute little video, whatever the case may be, girl. Like, you know, we doing our little thing, girl. He's feeling really good. Like, mind y'all, before I even, okay, hold on. So after we were done, ooh, okay. So he's doing his big one, whatever the case may be, girl. You know, he's getting ready to put himself inside me, and then I start feeling this warmth like on my butt. So I'm like, oh friend, he done like, you know, boom boom boom, like he done, you know, kablooey or whatever the case may be. He done erupted like Mount St. Helens or whatever, right? So I asked her like, oh, you know, did you you know, poof? He was like, nah, I peed on you. I was like, you did? He was like, yeah. So y'all know normal me, it would have been a wrap after that. It would have been a whole ass fucking rap. But y'all, I'm like, oh yes, daddy, I love that, daddy. Yes, daddy, do it again, daddy. I love that, daddy. Like, bitch, what? Like, girl, what the fuck is going on with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, mind y'all, I can hear my thoughts telling me to snap the fuck out of it. Meanwhile, in the act, I'm just over there just going through the motions, girl. Like, I'm just letting everything happen. So, girl, friend is working himself out, girl. And after a review of the video, honey, friend was not getting HARD like he was supposed to be for a whole like 8 minutes. He couldn't get HARD right. So then he wanted me to shake my little booty, girl. I shook my little booty, whatever, girl. So then he finally like got a little, you know, a little stiff or whatever, girl. So you know, finally stuck himself up in me, girl. We kind of like did a little quick little dance around a little, you know, the little bed or whatever, girl. So then we went over there to my closet. I had my arms like up on the door with the little lights, because I had these little Christmas lights in my room. These little lights around like the perimeter of my closet door. And girl, like, you know, he kind of beat me up right there. Not beat me up, but you know what I mean. He kind of like beat me up right there. And I was like, okay, cool, this is cute, this is fab, I love this. So girl, like as he's like doing his big one, girl, I'm talking about some, daddy, I'm so sorry for ignoring your calls, daddy, I'm so sorry for not texting you back, I'm so sorry, I love you so much, you're gonna make me fall in love. I'm like, girl, what? And y'all see how, for me to have been in that zone, how fucking conscious I was of everything that I was doing, it literally shows that your mind is so, the brain is so fucking powerful, y'all. It is so fucking powerful. It was nothing that my brain could do to make me get out of that trance state that I was in. So after that, girl, I'm like, okay, like, you know what, it's my turn now. So I told her to turn on over, girl. I get to eat on his little booty again, girl. You know, he's moaning all out. I'm sticking my tongue all up in his ass and stuff. Like, everything's going really good. It's really cute. So then now it's time for me to, you know, give him what I want to give him, right? So I'm working myself out. I'm working, girl. And I'm just working, baby. And I mean, I'm working. And it's like, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm like, you know, maybe it's because, like, you know, I drank too much. I don't know. It's something that's going on here because I'm not understanding why I'm not able to get to my standing ovation. So he's like, what's going on? Like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm good. I'm just trying to get hard for you. Ooh, I'm just trying to get, like, stiff for you, baby. That's it. He's like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm, still working on myself, girl. And it's like, literally, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. I'm not even feeling like I'm getting there. I'm not feeling like I'm about to, like, stiffen up. I'm not feeling like none of that, y'all. Like, I'm literally not feeling like any of that at all. I'm not feeling any of that. And I'm like, damn, like, what the fuck is going on with me? My heart's starting to beat faster. The air in the room is getting hotter. My body temperature is rising, y'all. My hands are shaking. My eyes are bugged out like this. Like, y'all, it was so much going on in that moment that it was so much for me to focus on, but too little time for me to focus on it. So girlfriend tells me, he's looking at me, he's like, like, what are you doing? Like, are you ready? I'm like, give me some time. Like, I'm trying to get myself to, like, get to that point. Like, give me some time, right? So then, like, after I'm doing that, he's like, look, I'm finna go ahead and just lay down and stuff. We can just watch some, corn on TV, and then you can just watch whatever you want to watch. It's gonna make you get to that point. I said, okay, cool, like, we can do that. That's fine with me. So I'm laying there, girl, I'm working myself out, girl, watching this stuff that I like to watch on my TV. And this was actually my first time watching corn on my television because I didn't know I could do that. So this is I knew I could do it, but I just didn't do it because I thought it was weird. So, and y'all be like, oh, how's that weird, girl? Because it's like you're in a house full of a whole bunch of different people that could bust in your room at any moment, and then, like, you on TV watching Big Booty Ebony Bitch getting bust down by a big N-word or something, like, and then you just, girl, you don't, okay, or you watching, like, girl, you watching Raheem Shabazz, girl, and it's, oh my god. So I don't want nobody walk up in there and then I'm over there like, ugh, like, no. So girl, I'm working myself out, girl, watching what I want to watch, girl, and then friends comment on the stuff that I want to watch, like, oh, I don't like watching, like, gay corn. I like watching straight corn or femboy corn. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, that's fine, but, this is what turns me on. Like, this is what I want to watch. He was like, you can't change it to nothing else? I'm like, no. Like, this is what I want to watch because this is what gets me to that point. Like, you told me to watch what I want to watch to get me to that point. That's what the fuck I'm about to do. So, like, what's the problem? It's like, nothing, never mind. He's like, can I see your phone? I'm like, yeah. So I give him this phone that I'm recording on, right? The same phone that I made the video on, right? And he asked me what's the password. So I told him the password to this phone. And then he got up on there. I said, don't be going through my messages now. First of all, if you go through my messages on this phone, girl, you won't get no further than, like, what, February of 2024? That's it. Like, there's no other messages on this phone that you could actually, like, look through and see and find anything. Like, you can't, if that was the type of person that you were or are or can be or is, then there's nothing on here that you would find, just in case you just want to put that out there, in case you were looking for something. So, he's like, nah, I ain't finna go through your phone and no shit like that. I'm just trying to watch my own stuff on your phone. I said, okay, cool, but mind you got your own phone. Why you can't watch your own porn up on your own phone, whatever. So, I'm still, like, trying to work myself out, y'all, and I'm literally working, girl, and she's just not giving, y'all. Like, she's literally not giving at all. Like, she's not standing up. She's not laying down. She ain't sitting. She ain't crouching, girl. She ain't doing shit. She just there. Literally just there. Like a bug, like a fly on the wall. Just fucking there. Being annoying. I'm like, what is going on with me? Like, I don't understand, like, what's going on? So, girl, like, I'm literally going through, like, this little mental battle, y'all. Like, I was feeling so ashamed, y'all. I was feeling so worthless. I was feeling so, like, disgusted with myself. I was feeling so let down. I was feeling like disgraced. Like, I was feeling, girl, not a bug was on my face and I didn't know it. Oh my gosh. I was feeling like so, like, useless, and, like, not useless as, like, not useless as a person per se, just useless as a man. And we just gonna keep it real, okay? Y'all know I keep it real. I'm not gonna sit up here and, like, front with y'all, play with y'all, none of that. I felt useless as a man because I feel as though if a man can't handle himself in the bedroom, what good am I as a man? What good am I? What is the point? What's the point? So I'm still watching my shows and stuff, girl, trying to get myself together, girl, and literally nothing is happening. He's like, look, I think you need to just lay there and chill and just breathe and just relax. I think you should just lay there and breathe and relax. I'm like, I'm trying to, but, like, I really want you to feel good. Like, I really want to take care of you. So, like, I really want you to, like, enjoy yourself. Like, I don't want you to feel like, you wasted your time. He was like, baby, listen, I don't feel like I wasted my time. I promise you, if I feel like I wasted my time, I would have left a long time ago. I said, you know what? That's true. That's fine. So I was laying there for a second, and then I'm watching him, like, do his little thing or whatever, right? And then I'm looking at him and I'm like, damn, like, he looks really, really good, like, doing that to himself. And, so I kind of, like, kissed on his thigh or whatever, girl, and I got to like wanted to give him some more bop bop, right? So I gave him a little bit more, some more bop bop, girl. Like, you know, we having a little second little powwow, second little bit of fun, girl. We done drank a little bit more, girl. He wants to, like, you know, get on top of me and, like, you know, crunch on me some more. If you get what I'm saying, he want to crunch on me some more, girl. So he's crunching on me from the back, girl. Like, everything's feeling good, girl. So after that, we was done for a second. Mind you, he has not reached his climax yet. So I'm still sitting there, like, you know, I'm telling a friend, like, you know, okay, I think I should be ready, like, go on and spin over for me. So he turns on around, girl. But mind you, like, I'm very big on, like, energy. I'm very big on, like, when somebody, I know how to read the room, okay? I know how to read the room. I know when somebody's getting annoyed with me. I know when somebody doesn't want me around. I know when somebody's ready to fucking go. So I was sensing that he was starting to become very, like, irritated with me and very annoyed with me, and he was ready to fucking go, and he did not want me to be touching him. So, you know, I was like, damn, like, I really want you to feel good. Like, I really want to please you. Like, I really want you to feel like you didn't waste your time. Like, I want you to have fun. He's like, I am having fun. I'm like, I don't feel like you're having fun because, like, you just seem like you're very fucking annoyed with me. Like, you seem like you're very annoyed. He's like, no, I'm not annoyed. I promise you, like, I'm not annoyed. Like, if I was annoyed, I'd tell you that I'm annoyed. I'm like, okay, but your tone right now is giving that you're very fucking annoyed. He's like, but you know how it be, like, when somebody keep on asking you, like, are you mad at them? Are you upset at them? And then, like, you tell them no, but they keep on asking you, and it'll make you, like, be mad at them. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but my thing is, bitch, I'm not Boo Boo the fucking fool. Like, girl, I'm literally not Boo Boo the fucking fool, girl. That ain't my damn name, bitch. It's not even on documentation that that's my damn name. Girl, I don't understand how you're trying to gaslight me to believe that there's not an issue when I clearly said there's a fucking problem. So after that, girl, I kind of just, like, let it go, girl, and I was just laying there. So I'm, like, still trying to work myself out, girl. Around this time, it's about, like, 5, 6 o'clock. So I started to feel ill, girl. I think it's a bug on me. I started to feel that I was getting to that point, right? I was starting to get, like, you know, a little sis like that. Okay, go on and turn over, friend. I got you. He was like, oh, man, bro, come on, like, for real again? I'm like, yes, like, you know, just, I really want to, like, I really want to fuck you. Like, I really want to fuck you. So it was just like, girl, at this point, it seemed like, 1, you're desperate. 2, you're tweaking. And 3, you're doing too fucking much. Like, why are you doing all of that? What is the point of you doing all of that? Girl, if this man clearly is giving you signs that he does not want you to do that, then, like, stop trying to force it on him. But here's the thing. We're going to get into that later, okay? We're going to get into that later, okay? Because the story time ain't over with yet. So, after, you know, I then finally kind of, like, got myself to that point, right? I just, like, getting ready, like, you know, I asked him, like, are you ready? Are you ready? Like, I'm asking, like, are you ready? He was like, you ain't got to keep asking me if I'm ready. Like, you know, you can clearly tell that I'm ready. You know, and it really throws me when it really throws me. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to take out this side because it's getting, first of all, it's cold out here. That's 1. And 2, like, y'all, the sun's going down. So hold on real quick. All right, y'all. So I'm in the house. If y'all see my lace, please try to ignore it, girl. I've been trying to fix this thing up, like, for the past, girl, I don't even know. Y'all, so he said that. I'm like, okay, like, again, I'm trying to get myself to that point. I didn't know this stuff was going to be that strong. Like, I didn't know that it was going to be that strong. So how was I supposed to know that it was going to make me, like, go limp? Like, I wouldn't have known that. The only person would have known that would have been who? The person that uses it, right? Now, let me add in this key detail as well. So when we came back from the bathroom, right, he asked me, did I want to, like, you know, get some more of it, right? I was like, yeah, like, you know, I wouldn't mind if I got some more of it. Like, that's cool. Like, I don't care. Like, you know, because, again, I'm under the pretense that this is some type of, like, maybe some, like, ibuprofens. Again, they're not ibuprofens, y'all. But it's supposed to be, like, some ibuprofens, right? So I'm like, okay, you know, I don't care about that. Like, you know, that's fine, you know, because now I see that they actually do work. I don't mind if I get, like, just a tiny bit more. I mean, like, a tiny bit more, right? So he wanted me to go and use one of my shot glasses to, like, mix up this grinded up, like, ibuprofen, I'm assuming, and to put it inside this water and use one of these little oil dropper thingies that I have out of one of my little oil jars that I don't use anymore, and use that to, like, shoot some more, like, up, you know, the shoot. So I asked him, have you ever, like, tried this before? He was like, yeah, I've tried this before. I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't understand, like, if you saying that you tried this before, why are you trying to act like this is something that's brand new or something you don't understand or something that you're annoyed about if you were already aware of this? We gonna get into that, okay? He said, yeah, okay. So he said, yeah, I tried this before. Okay. So, you know, I'm still working, girl. I'm trying to get myself to that point, girl. And again, I finally feel myself getting to that point, girl. And it's like, as soon as I'm getting ready to, like, try to, like, get them in position to do, it just goes back down again. So I'm feeling so defeated at this point, y'all. I'm feeling so defeated, y'all. I just said, you know what, at this point, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to lay here. We're just going to watch something else. So we started watching our own little videos and stuff like that, right? Friends asking me questions about, like, the stuff that I like, or would I ever, like, do something with, like, a girl and a trans girl and, like, a boy and all this other stuff, right? And I'm like, yeah, like, I've done that before already. Like, I did that stuff, like, a long time ago, like, way back in, like, give or take, like, June or July of, like, 2022. He was like, oh, yeah, so what happened to that girl that you was doing that stuff with? I said, oh, she ended, like, committing, like, suicide. He was like, oh, dang, like, what happened? I was like, I don't know, but she ended, like, leaving this earth early. So, girl, like, I'm feeling myself getting to that point again. So I'm like, dang, like, I really want to try to, like, put this up inside of him. Because he had such a nice booty. Y'all, like, he had such a nice booty, girl. Such a pretty, like, booty hole. Like, everything was so, like, immaculate, y'all. So I really wanted to see what he felt like. And then it started coming to the point to where it was like I was becoming, like, fiending. Like, I was begging for it. And it's like, girl, when have you ever in your life begged for anything? I literally was begging this man to let me do it. Just give me another chance. I promise you, I'll do it. I promise you, like, I won't have you, like, do like this again. I promise you, like, it was just like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And in my brain, in my head, the person in my head, me, myself, my true self was telling myself out here in my head, the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Like, what are you doing all that for? Like, what was wrong? What are you on? Like, what is going on with you? So, girl, like, after that, friends, like, look, I'm tired, like, I don't want to do this, I just want to lay here, like, can we just lay here for a second? I was like, yeah, we can just lay here for a second. So we laying there, I'm still trying to work myself out, girl. Nothing is happening. Friends, like, look, I think you should just stop, like, trying to do that, because, like, I don't think, like, you're going to be able to get to that point. He said, because, like, that stuff, it'll do that to you. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. So I'm thinking in my head, you knew that this stuff can do that, and you failed to tell me that before you told me that it was going to amplify my sexual drive and make me want to, jump the gun at XYZ 1, 2, 3. So it's giving that your plan was to do this in the first place, to have me not be able to, and then maybe mess up my psyche. I don't know what your plan was. I don't know what you were hoping to happen. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. I don't know. I still don't know to this day. I still literally do not know to this day what his actual plan was. I don't know. So I wanted to try to, like, oh, girl, tell him to turn over again so I can try and do it again, girl. So then he's like, look, I've been, like, turning over and, like, sitting there, and it's like, you've been wasting my time. Like, you still here, you just boring. Like, you acting like you don't want to, like, F me. And I'm sitting here waiting on you to F me and all this other stuff, right? But then I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm not going to say all that, okay? Some things I don't need to say. So I'm not going to say that. We're just not going to say that. So after a while, girl, I just gave up. So I'm sitting there, and then, like, friend wants me to, like, do a little spin around. He wants to see my little booty, girl, so he can jack off on my leg cheeks, whatever, girl. Boom, busts, whatever, girl. So at this point, like, the real me started kicking back in. So, girl, like, I got up off him, girl, very much so irritated, because I'm like, you very much so, like, are not, you, and then to be honest with you, like, I'm not even a bottom anyway. I'm not a bottom. I said, yeah, I know that. He said, how'd you know? I said, because you couldn't even take a finger. That's how I knew. He was like, I could take a finger. I got the same size, that you got at the house. I'm like, okay, but then you acting like you couldn't take the finger, so what do you mean? Like, girl, like, honey, now I'm starting to snap back into reality, right? So I'm going off on Fran, not really going off on him, but it's like, you've been giving me, like, these little sly, slick comments, testing my gangster, like, trying to be funny this whole entire time. And you thinking that because I'm on this other level, this otherworldly level, that I'm not going to respond to you is what's crazy to me. So, girl, like, after that, I tried to, like, a friend, like, get his little big one or whatever, girl. I tried to touch his butt again just because, like, he bending down in front of me and stuff, because obviously he clearly want me to, like, I guess touch him. I don't know, girl. I tried to touch him. He was like, bruh. I'm like, what's the problem? He was like, I just feel like I gotta, like, take this shit again. I'm like, oh, okay, because, like, you act like it's an issue that I'm, like, touching your butt because you didn't have a problem with touching your butt before. So then that's when he said the whole, like, oh, actually, like, to be honest, like, I'm not even, like, a bottom or anything like that. He said I wanted to try that because I wanted to make it, like, you reach your climax or whatever. I'm like, girl, please. Like, honestly, I just don't care at this point. So then friend's like, oh, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and clean myself up. And he said, and when I come back, you better have, already, like, N-U-T-T-E-D, right? I'm like, okay, I'm thinking in my head, and if I don't, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? So, girl, like, once he leaves, honey, I start working myself out, girl. Working, 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 working. Working, 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 girl. And do you think anything happened? Do you think anything happened? No. So, basically, after that, Fran said, I just think that you probably took too much of that stuff. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, I probably did take too much of it. And if I did and you knew that it was going to do that, why didn't you tell me that it was going to do that before you decided to put it up my asshole? Why didn't you say that in the beginning? And I would have never done it. Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say that? Why did you wait up until you've already done all of that to then tell me what could be the side effects of it? You know, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So, girl, he said something to me. I don't know what he said. He said something smart to me before he left out the room to go and, like, get this whole, like, clean yourself up or whatever. And can you bring me a towel too? I was like, yeah. Do you think I brought him a towel? No. It was giving you wanted to try to spice me. It was giving you wanted to try to lace me. It was giving you wanted to try to take advantage of me in that moment. It was giving you were mad because you know that I don't like you like that, and you wanted to try to, like, do something that was gonna harm me. That's what it gave to me. So after that, girl, everything started, like, clicking in my head. I'm like, oh, see, boo, this is what you was trying to do. And now I'm all the way back on my level. Girl, I don't care what you're talking about. I said, okay, well, you know, you have a good day. Like, goodbye. Like, that's it. So you said something to me about something, girl. Talking about some, you tried to give me a hug. Do you think I hugged him? Do you really think I hugged him? Why would I hug you? Why would I hug you? I don't like you. And you just tried to do something to mess me up. Seriously. Do y'all know I was messed up for like 3 days? My mind was crazy. I was seeing stuff. I was seeing spirits, ghosts, apparitions. Y'all, like, my eyes were stuck like this. Like, y'all, I could, like, when I would breathe in and breathe out, I would be shaking. I could feel my heartbeat in my chest. Like, y'all, it was so horrible. It was so horrible. It was horrible. And for you to not have any compassion about the situation, you didn't even apologize about it. You didn't say, I'm sorry, you know, I should have told you in the beginning, like, you know, that was going to happen. Like, I apologize, you know, you had literally zero compassion at all for anything that you've done. I felt bad because I feel like I wasted your time. Because I didn't know that was going to be the side effects of that. But why do I have to apologize about something that I had no knowledge of, but you did? So, all in all, y'all, it just goes to show that stop taking things from people just because they say that it's cool and it works for them and it's fun. It's going to amplify the moment. You're going to feel so good. Don't sit. Please listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. If you are unsure about something, if your gut is telling you not to do something, listen to your guts, listen to your spirits, listen to your mind. Like I said in the beginning, your mind is powerful. Your brain knows something before you do. Listen to what the spirit is telling you. Listen. Because that could have had me tore up for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. All because I wanted to have fun and enjoy myself, thinking I'm having a good moment and, like, you know, enjoying myself and letting loose and, like, you know, just enjoying somebody's company. Girl, that could have destroyed me. It could have destroyed me. Y'all, all that day, that Tuesday, I was just in the mirror. In the mirror. Working, trying to get my friend to get back to where it needs to be. Because I felt inadequate. I felt useless. I felt worthless. I felt like, wouldn't nobody want me because it don't work no more. Y'all, it was crazy. It was so crazy. I want to get on here and, like, be crying and stuff, y'all. But it really, like, upset me because I was just trying to have fun. I didn't know it was going to do that. And then for you to make me feel like I'm wasting your fucking time and, like, you're not even compassionate with it. I'm never like that to anybody. Even when Crush wasn't getting stuff like that, I wasn't rude to him. I was not rude to him at all. I wasn't rude. I wasn't, like, I didn't dismiss him. I just said, look, maybe another time we can hang out, but today's not the day. For you to completely dismiss me like that And for you to be rude to me like that is what upset me more. And now that I'm on the outside looking in and reliving the situation, you did not give a fuck. You didn't care. You claim you're a top. Bitch, you're a dick hungry fucking bottom. And you wanted some, and you're mad because you didn't get no, because of that you did, that you fucked up. It wasn't nothing because of me. It's because of that you did. So like I said, y'all, I'm not going to be on here crying. That's not the type of person that I am. And I'm not going to do that. But I just want y'all to be aware of the company that you keep. And be careful of these extra additives, these extra like little enhancements, honey packs, all this stuff. If your body works fine without it, don't use it. Okay? Don't use it. Because that could have ruined my life. So thank you all so much for tuning into this video. I hope you guys learned something from me. Hope you guys learned a lesson as well from this video, just like I did. Retelling this, not even retelling this story time, reliving this story time, y'all. And I will catch you badass bitches in my next one, okay? And y'all, be safe, okay? Be safe.